Chair, and thanks a lot to Mr. Borrell for his introduction. I can only add a few other questions because I very much share the questions already been posed, specifically, of course, on the Russian invasion in Ukraine. And Mr. Borrell was already also saying that if we look at our direct neighborhood, the Western Balkans, that the Russian influence is huge there. And I have some question on how we can combat this. I really feel we need a more effective approach and strategy than we have now. We see, of course, Milorad Dodik of the Republika Srpska is threatening for a long time now already the security and stability of the region with his plans for withdrawing from the state Bosnia-Herzegovina. And I would like to know from Mr. Borrell, what are the instruments that the EU is willing to use to prevent this escalation and to combat this security threat? I mean, we have seen now the extension of the sanction regime, which has resulted in the need for unanimity to be able to trigger this, and we know it will become practically impossible to use it. So that makes me wonder, why hasn't it been triggered before when there was qualified majority? And what is the alternative? There has been an increase of EU4 troops, but it's still very limited in the capacity. Is Mr. Borrell prepared, and does he acknowledge the need for stationing EUFOR troops also in the Broko region, for instance, to block the possible passage of Serbian troops after the elections? So what instruments is Mr. Borrell prepared to use? And does he acknowledge the need, for instance, to remove Mr. Dodik from his office if he will effectively take further steps to dissolve Bosnia-Herzegovina? And then you came back from Bosnia-Herzegovina with empty hands because the deal that EAS envisaged to make has been turned down. What is your plan B? The citizens are in need to have new elections, but the risk of blocking is huge. Are you prepared to enforce the triggering, the adoption of the budget and the integrity package if the politicians do not do so? Thank you very much.
Ms. Streeck, thank you.